You could survive without water as long as you replace it with Coca-Cola. Sounds impossible, right? But someone actually did it. And what happened next isn't what you'd expect. Imagine this. Every drop of water gone. Every sip replaced with sugar, caffeine, and chemicals. No balance. No reset. Just Coke, forever. It sounds extreme. But here's the strange part. Your body wouldn't collapse immediately. In fact, for the first few days, you might feel fine. That's where the trap begins. Because your brain doesn't see danger yet. It sees reward. Each sip floods your system with sugar. Dopamine spikes. Energy surges. You feel alert. Maybe even better than usual. But what happens when that boost becomes your baseline? Doctors recommend 3 to 4 liters of water a day. Replace that with Coke, and suddenly you're drinking more than 8 cans daily. That's over 300 grams of sugar. Every single day. And this is where it gets weird. Your body starts adapting to the overload. Instead of rejecting the sugar, it begins to expect it. Hunger increases. Cravings intensify. You don't just drink calories, you start eating more too. And the scale? It starts moving fast. But that's not even the craziest part. Because while your weight climbs, something much more silent begins happening inside your mouth. Something irreversible. What happens next changes everything. At first, it's invisible. No pain. No warning. Just tiny chemical reactions happening every time Coca-Cola touches your teeth. But here's the strange part. The damage doesn't stop when you stop drinking. Each sip coats your teeth in sugar and acid. It lingers. It sticks. It feeds bacteria that slowly eat away your enamel. And unlike skin, enamel doesn't heal. So every day, layer by layer, your teeth begin to dissolve. Not dramatically, not all at once, but quietly, consistently. And this is where it gets weird. Even perfect brushing might not save you. Because you're not fighting one attack. You're fighting dozens per day. Every sip resets the damage. Every can extends it. Eventually, sensitivity kicks in. Cold drinks sting. Sweet foods burn. Then comes decay. Cavities multiply. Teeth weaken. And then, they start breaking. But that's only what you can see. Because deeper inside your body, something even more dangerous is forming. A hidden buildup your liver doesn't know how to handle. And here's the twist. It's not just the sugar. It's the type of sugar. High fructose corn syrup. And what it does next, most people never realize until it's too late. Your liver is built to process nutrients. But not like this. Not in these amounts. Not every single day. High fructose corn syrup hits differently. And this is where it gets weird. Your body doesn't process it the same way as normal sugar. Instead of being used for energy, a large portion gets converted into fat. But not the kind you see. The kind that wraps around your organs. Slowly, your liver begins to fill with fat deposits. It swells. It struggles. And eventually, it starts failing. This condition has a name, fatty liver disease. But here's the strange part. You might not feel anything at first. No pain. No warning. Just subtle signals. Fatigue. Brain fog. A dull ache in your upper abdomen. Easy to ignore. Easy to miss. Until it's not. Because what happens next changes everything. Your body starts losing balance. Potassium drops. Blood pressure fluctuates. Your heart rhythm becomes unstable. You might feel dizzy. You might faint. And you won't know why. But that's not even the worst part. Because while your organs are struggling, your blood is changing too. And once that shift begins, there's no easy way back. Sugar doesn't just affect your weight. It rewires your entire system. And this is where it gets dangerous. Your body becomes resistant to insulin, the hormone that controls blood sugar. At first, it compensates, producing more, working harder. But eventually, it gives up. That's when type 2 diabetes begins. But here's the twist. It doesn't arrive suddenly. It builds quietly. Vision blurs. Energy crashes. Healing slows. You feel off, but can't explain why. And all the while, your kidneys are under pressure. Because they're filtering everything you consume. Every gram of sugar. Every chemical. Every imbalance. Over time, damage builds. Protein starts leaking into your urine. A condition called proteinuria. And that's when things changed. Because now your kidneys are failing. Fluid retention begins. Toxins accumulate. Your body struggles to maintain basic function. And here's the strange part. You might still be drinking Coca-Cola. Still following the same routine. Still unaware of how close you are to collapse. Until one day, your heart can't keep up. And everything stops. But wait, that's not the full story. Because someone actually lived this and didn't die? Which raises one final question. How? A woman in Monaco replaced water with Coca-Cola for 16 years. Not weeks, not months, years. And somehow she survived. But here's the strange part. She experienced many of the same symptoms. Weight gain, fainting spells, nutrient deficiencies, chronic fatigue. Her body was under constant stress. And yet, she didn't collapse. Why? Because the human body is incredibly adaptive. It bends. It compensates. It survives longer than expected. But that doesn't mean it's safe. Because adaptation is not the same as health. And this is where it gets weird. After 16 years, she stopped. And her body began to recover. Weight dropped. Energy returned. Systems stabilized. It wasn't instant. But it happened. Which means something shocking. Even after years of damage, recovery is possible. But here's the final twist. Just because you can survive something, does that mean you should? Because drinking Coca-Cola for a week won't kill you. A month probably won't either. Maybe even a year. But every sip pushes your body further from balance. Further from normal. So here's the question that lingers. If your body can survive abuse for years, how much damage could already be happening